Who's calling me? Hey girl. How are you? A long time no hear. Oh, your sister's interested in coming to Spelman? Oh, she wants to know how I was chosen out of 8,000 applicants? Hey y'all, and welcome back to Nia's Diary. It's your girl Nia, and I'm back with another video, y'all. I've been working for real, but on a serious note, so 2 people have asked me how did I get into Spelman, so I figured I would do a video on addressing like what I did in high school that made me a competitive applicant to get accepted into Spelman College. So if you're interested in learning how I got accepted into Spelman, keep watching this video. Okay, so before I start, I'm a senior, so I applied 2013. And I want to go over some requirements for Spelman College. The first thing I want to talk about is the 3 ways that you can apply to Spelman College. There's early decision, early notification, and regular decision. When I applied early notification because I really wanted to go to Spelman. Spelman has been my dream school since I was in 5th grade. So I just knew I wanted to go, but I didn't want to bind to the school because when you bind to a school, like, you have to go. I did early notification, and you still find out before the year is over. I found out on Christmas that I was accepted into Spelman. My dad had called me. I was in Barbados, and he was like, "You got into Spelman?" And I was like running through the house. I was so excited. Like, that was the best day of my life. And after that, I was like, I'm done with high school. Like, I'm done. Like, that's all I worked towards. And I was like, wow, like, I made it. I got in. So that was a happy moment. When you get that blue envelope, you know it's real, y'all. You know it's real because, you know, if you get rejected, you're going to get a little envelope. But if you get accepted, you're going to see a big envelope and your life will change forever. So I apply early notification. I do suggest this. So when you apply early notification, you don't get rejected. You get deferred to be reevaluated in the regular decision. So if you know that you want to go to Spelman and you don't want to bind, I would say do early notification. And if you don't get accepted the first round, you have another chance. So do that. But I know it does increase your chances when you do apply early notification because it's showing that you are interested in Spelman. It's not like, if I get in, whatever. It's like, no, I want to go here. So they look, the acceptance rate is higher, but yeah, I would say do that. The acceptance rate for Spelman is 48%, so you have a good chance of getting in if you have competitive grades and leadership skills. You know, you fit all the requirements that Spelman wants. So on that note, let's go into the requirements. I went on Spelman's website just to get some information because I haven't looked at this since I was in high school. And they had said that in the fall, so last year's applicants, fall 2016, the average GPA of students accepted into Spelman was 3.74. The average SAT, this is a critical reading and math combined, was 1,140. And the average ACT score was 25. So when I was in high school, I had a 3.93. Yes. And my SAT, I was trying to find like documents of my score, I couldn't find it, but I got like a 15 something. It wasn't really special, but my GPA and my leadership skills and everything kind of weighed out my my SAT score. It wasn't terrible, it was just average. So it wasn't spectacular. I wish it was, but you know, I'm not good at standardized tests, so I didn't do too hot, but my GPA helped me out. So that was one good thing. On my ACT, I did get a 23, which was average. Like, my test scores was not competitive, but again, my GPA and everything else I did kind of weighed that out. So if you do bad on your SAT or ACT and you have like a high GPA, you are involved, yeah, you're gonna be fine. If you don't have either, I'll pray for you. But I mean, there's still a chance, because what's for you is for you. That's what I live by. So if it's in God's plan for you to be at Spelman and you don't even have the requirements, He will do it. So that's all I have to say on that point. So I started talking about my grades. I did have a 3.93 in high school. I did all honors courses. I only took 2 AP classes, and that's one thing I do regret. But you know, in high school, I didn't know my full potential, so I was like, oh, I'm not gonna do AP, like I can't handle it. But as I matriculated through high school, I realized that I do have the ability, and so I took 2 towards the end. Oh, my dog is barking. Keeps making so much noise. Saying hi to the camera. Prince. Keeping all this noise. Now he's gone. So now I could get back. Okay, so yeah, I didn't really realize my potential. So I didn't do a lot of APs, but I still survived, still got into Spelman. So yes, so I only took 2 AP classes. I always was on honor roll. So that was a plus. It's crazy how throughout high school, like during my freshman year and sophomore year, during my freshman year, I wasn't really serious about school. Like I was serious about school, but if I got like a B, I was satisfied. I was like, okay, cool. I passed, I didn't get a C, I just got a B. Cool. I was very complacent, but after me and my friend Hadaya, shout out to you if you're watching this video, she honestly encouraged me to like be the best student I could be, because she's always made good grades, and like studying with her made me want to do better. So shout out to Hadaya, because she's a real MVP. It's very important to be mindful of the people that you surround yourself with, because if you surround yourself with people who are okay with making mediocre grades, then you will make mediocre grades. When you surround yourself with people who want to be better and make good grades, it fuels you to want to be great, want to make good grades and be the best student. So that's very important. So that's one tip on that. So that's what I did in high school for my grades. But also Spelman has like the average. I told you guys that for 2016 the admitted students had an average GPA of a 3.74, but the average GPA that Spelman only requires is a 3.5. And yeah, so I mean, it's okay if you don't have that, because Spelman looks at you holistically. So if you, like I said before, if you have different stuff that makes you a good applicant or candidate, then you should be fine. The next thing I'm gonna talk about is leadership. When you're applying to college, they look for leadership skills, because it shows that you can take the initiative and you are a certain type of person that could go out and make a change. So for Spelman, they want to encourage people to be change agents for the world. So they do look for leadership skills in your application. And for me, what I did in high school, I was the treasurer for the poetry club. I was also a peer leader. And what else did I do? Oh, I was chosen out of like the whole entire school to be, and I was a student of the month. That was really amazing to me. My face was like in the front of the school, and I was like, wow, like I was student of the month. That's crazy. Like chosen out of everybody. You have to be nominated by a teacher, and I was like, wow, like yeah, I thought I was good enough to be the student of the month. So that's one thing I put on my application and stuff like that, because that's really good to be acknowledged in that way. So that was good. Also, I was selected by the principal to go to this leadership summit. It was called GSLT summit, and basically It's students all over from it's students chosen from different schools in my county, and we all come together and you basically go to different workshops about leadership, how to foster your leadership skills and how to sharpen your leadership skills and how to become a better you. And that leadership conference was very rewarding because to be surrounded by people who were like you, who want to go places, who have those leadership skills was amazing. And you met so many people, you got to see people's perspective on different things, and it was an amazing opportunity. I was so glad I was chosen. So that was another thing I did for leadership in high school. But I mean, throughout my life, I always had leadership positions. Like when I was in elementary school, I was chosen to be on the council place. It's like the student government for elementary school, middle school peer leader, ambassador. Like I was always in leadership roles. Now let's get into community service. So as you guys know, if you watch my other videos, I am a Bonner Scholar. So I was chosen because I had an exceptional amount of community service hours. To be exact, I had about 500. So I'm going to talk about the community service and extracurricular activities together because they kind of go hand in hand. Because some of the extracurricular activities that I did help me get some community service. So, hold on, wait, I have to bring my little resume from high school. First things first, I was in the National Honor Society and I got community service from that. I was in I did the Gwinnett Medical Explorers program. So basically, you have to be chosen by someone who works there to come into this program, and you basically learn about different stuff in the hospital. It's like a SNDP, but like the high schoolers. Like it was kind of like that. So I did that my 12th grade year, and that was a really good opportunity. And it was like, you know what, when you become a doctor, you always have a place to work there, because people who are accepted to that program could always go back and apply for a job, and they have a greater chance of getting accepted, or not being accepted, of getting the job because they were in that program. So it's a really good program. I was in the Spanish National Honor Society, so I got community service from that. I tutored for free, and I did different stuff like that. So I got a lot of community service from that as well. I was in the National Beta Club. I was in this organization called GIVE. It was like something interactive volunteers, and basically I went to different schools around my high school and in my county, and I just volunteered for like different events they had. It was cool. It was fun. I also did summer volunteer. I worked at the homeless ministry at my church, and I got a whole bunch of my hours from that. And another leadership position I had in that, I was in charge of I always did nails and stuff, so I was like in charge of the nail people, so I managed the different volunteers for that area. So that was another leadership position that I did talk about in my application. And yeah, so I did a lot of stuff. Like I was in a lot of honor societies, to poetry club. It's been so long, y'all, and I don't even have everything on here. I cleaned up at parks. I just did a lot of stuff. But in the end, I did have 500 hours, so that made me competitive. And back then, the essay for Spelman was based on community service, so you know, you could highlight all the service that you did. But now I know that the question is different. Oh, somebody also wanted me to talk about how I lived in LC1. So basically, when you are a Bonner Honors, and I just found out that there's this new health science program, you're eligible to live in the Honors Bonners dorm LC1. So if you are accepted into any of those programs, then you are eligible to live there. You're chosen to live there. And there's also upperclassmen in there, but it's not a lot. But yes, if you are accepted into any of those programs that provide housing in LC1, then you will live there. Unless you get lucky, but it's mainly if you're like involved in a program. So I know for us as bonders, we had to live, like we have designated hallways, and that's where we live. Like every bonder lives in those hallways. So yes, that's how I lived at LC1. I'm trying to think of anything else I did that was spectacular. Oh yeah, I was on step team. I was on the step team my senior year, and that was so much fun. So much fun. I didn't really do any sports in high school. I'm not really a sports person, but people always ask me like, do you do sports? You look like you do gymnastics. You look like you do track and field. And I'm like, no, I don't do anything. But I did do step. But I did dance in high school though. I did dance. So that was one thing I did do. It was a class. I loved it. I love to dance. So yeah, that was really good. Oh, another side tip. This is just like now just random stuff. But I did take I took a third year of Spanish because I don't know, my mom was telling me that Spelman likes 3 years of Spanish, so I had to drop out of dance. I was highly upset to take my third year of Spanish to make me more competitive. So, because the only school I wanted to go to was Spelman, so I had to make sure that I did everything that I would get in. My sister went there, but I didn't want to count on that only. So yeah, I did that. Yeah, that's basically how I got to Spelman. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you want me to do other videos, just comment below and I'll do the video for you. I'm trying to see what my viewers like at this point, so if you want more Spelman videos, if you want more beauty videos, if you want how I tie my hair like this, just let me know. So yes, I hope you enjoyed that video. That's how I got into Spelman. I hope you get into Spelman as well, and to enjoy the beautiful experience of sisterhood. And on that note, I'm gonna go. Toodles, love you. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends. Yes.